From the classroom and into the studio and back to the classroom, this is ESL Today from Anne Arundel Community College in Arnold, Maryland. And now, from his studio in the basement of the Science Building, here's Kirk Palchevsky.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of ESL Today, where today on our program we will go over speaking techniques, particularly persuasive speaking techniques. We'll go over those and give you plenty of examples, that and much more, right here on this edition of ESL Today. All right, welcome back to the program, everyone. As I said during the intro, we're going to get into persuasive speaking techniques. Now, persuasive speech is when you clearly and logically express an opinion to the audience and you try to bring them over to your side. In other words, you persuade the audience to agree with your opinion on the topic. We're going to give you some examples of persuasive speech topics, but first, let's get into some particular persuasive speaking techniques that you can use to convince your audience that your opinion is the correct one. Let's take a look. Persuasive language techniques. Number 1, repetition. Number 2, facts. Number 3, statistics. Number 4, analogies. Number 5, logic. All right, well, those are some specific persuasive language techniques. I'm going to give you some examples of each of those techniques, but before we do that, let's go to our weather segment. Well, it's time now for weather from around the globe, and now let's go back to the newsroom and check in with our news anchor. Here's Kirk Palchevsky. All right, well, it's time to go out to our friend Conway Korbatsky in Minsk, Russia, in Belarus, for a weather report. Hi, Conway.
Здравствуйте, Георгий. Как вы живете?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Очень хорошо, спасибо.
How about giving us a little weather report? Can you give it to us in English?
Георгий, я хорошо понимаю по-английски, но я говорю не очень хорошо.
Oh, come on, you speak English. Just give it a try.
Хорошо, I try. Weather in Minsk, very cold. Snow coming down, no wind. Хорошо.
Not bad, Conway. Your English has gotten better. Good for you.
Георгий, вы говорите по-русски, нет?
Me? Well, I understand more than I can speak, but I'll give it a try. Here we go. Это плача вам очень идет.
Плача? Что плача?
Ooh, what did I say? Let me see. What is the subtitle? Oops. What I meant to say is Это шляпа хорошую.
Хорошо. Спасибо. До свидания.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Conway. See you later. This has been Weather from Around the Globe with your host, Kirk Palchevsky. See you next time right here on this station. Persuasive language techniques. Here are some examples. Repetition. Repeating the same word or phrase over and over again during the speech in order to make and reinforce your message. An example of that would be the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King Jr. Facts. Back up what you say with provable factual information. If necessary, give sources for your facts. Statistics. You can't argue with numbers. If you want to demonstrate to your audience that you have credibility, back up what you say with the numbers that are on the record. Analogies. An analogy is a comparison that you can make for clarification. Using analogies is a great way to illustrate a point to your audience using language and examples that everyone can understand. Logic. Using logic wins over a feeling or an opinion every time. Logic will allow you to make your argument to your audience in a reasonable and sensible manner. All right, well, I hope learning those persuasive speaking techniques and looking at all those examples gave you a better idea of what persuasive speech is all about. I think at some point in your life, no matter how old you are or what career you're in, you may have a need to use persuasive speaking techniques, whether you're a child trying to persuade your parents to let you go out and play, or if you're an adult working in an industry such as real estate, you may need to persuade somebody to buy or sell a house. If you're a teacher, you may need to persuade your students to listen to you and believe that the information that you are giving to them is correct and accurate based on your knowledge and experience. Or if you become the president someday, you may need to persuade Congress to pass a law that you believe needs to be passed. In any case, you may need to use these techniques at some point, so keep them, practice them, and be prepared to use them. Well, speaking of opinions, right now it's time to go to our health segment, so let's check in with our health authority, Dr. Discretion. Hello, Dr. Discretion here. Did you know that giving blood regularly can reduce your risk of heart disease? It lowers blood pressure, improves glucose levels and cholesterol balance, and of course, it can save the lives of others. This is Dr. Discretion saying live healthy and live long. Thank you, Doctor. Well, that's our show for today. I want to thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time right here on ESL Today.